So, five, four, three, two, one. This is the JI08, also known as Jeremy J. Guillory. We got um, Alfie Jackson over here. So, first, Miss Jackson, if you don't mind, can you tell us where you're from?
I'm from the northeast of England. Yeah, work for a promotion called IWF, which is Imperial Wrestling Federation.
Nice. Um, are the time zones really that different from England to the United States at all? That
I have
much?
no clue, to be honest. I think so. I'm terrible with time zones.
Okay. So, um, what time does wrestling shows such as Monday Night Raw, WWE, or
Around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.?
Yeah.
And do y'all usually stay up that late to watch it, or do y'all have like highlights or something that y'all air over there?
No, we've got Netflix, so like it's obviously on Netflix now. And we just watch it on there. Me and my mates, we normally stay up, but yeah.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. Um, how long have you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling for, this is my fifth year, coming up to my sixth in January.
Okay,
But yeah, I started when I was 17.
okay, sounds pretty interesting. Who trained you?
There's a, I went to various different trainers. I'd like to say my main one is a guy called Persona.
Okay,
Um, he's incredible for his age. He's been doing it since, I think he was like 12 when he started. Uh, he's been doing it years. But I believe, is one of the best. I think he's a hidden gem within the UK scene. And he's trained me, he's trained a lot of the guys on the IWF roster. A
yeah,
lot of us owe our careers to Persona.
yeah. Now I'm pretty sure that the legends over there are kind of different from the legends over here. Are there any um, famous wrestlers or legends that you've wrestled or worked with in the past?
No, 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 I don't believe so. I think like the biggest name that I've personally faced would be a guy called UNG Mackie. Um, I've done seminars with big people. Like I've done one with Soraya Knight. That Paige's mum, not actually Paige.
Yeah,
I've done one with Johnny Storm.
yeah,
One with Aisha Raymond, who used to be in the Me Young Classic.
yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think I've personally faced anyone that big.
Okay, that's all right. Some wrestlers have, some wrestlers haven't faced anyone big um, all the time. Um, so that's no big deal there. You'll eventually probably get there to get to meet some big name stars and probably work with them.
Yeah,
And
no doubt.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, who is your favorite wrestler growing up?
Growing up, it was Kofi Kingston. But this was when I was like a Ben, like a kid. Sorry, American Ben. When I was a kid, it was Kofi Kingston. But since the age of like 15, I'd want to say Kevin Owens.
Oh wow, wow. And do you have any kind of dream matches?
Well, like famous, like WWE, AEW, or like
Like any dream matches of any wrestlers that you would like to face one day later on in your career that you would like to build up to?
um, too sure. There's some obviously there's ones that are like unrealistic, like Kevin Owens. I'd love to face him, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
But but as far as like matches that I want to have, I'd love to have one-on-one match with Persona, my trainer.
Yeah.
I've faced him in countless tag matches, but never actually one-on-one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's a Scottish wrestler called Danny Cade.
Yeah.
I've faced him in tag matches, but I've never had a one-on-one match. I'd love to face him.
Yeah.
And there's a guy he's going to America in September called Sam Taylor. I would have loved to face him.
Okay. How would you describe your gimmick?
At the minute, my gimmick's very much. I've been a bad guy all my career. Earlier this year, I turned face, and I'm trying to get the fans to come round on my side. I'm trying to get the fans' love. I'm just the cliche babyface, I'd say. The underdog, though, the underdog.
Okay.
I take notes from like Daniel Bryan, Eric Young, etc.
What major promotions are usually in the UK that Americans need to be aware of, other than WWE and AEW?
Well, I'm gonna list some local ones that I believe everyone should support. I think people definitely need to check out Dropkick Championship Wrestling. I think they are incredible, not just for their promotion, but they do a lot of ring hires to help out other promotions. Obviously, Imperial Wrestling Federation, definitely check that out. We're on Patreon. We've got some amazing guys coming in from across the country. Wrestling with Pride is a company based in Newcastle. It's an LGBTQ plus promotion. Very great. There's also likes of Breakout Championship Wrestling, Firestar. There's tons of promotions in the UK, and with it being such a small island, you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Have you? I mean, I know WWE does a lot of tours over there. I don't know about AEW, or I think TNA's done a few tours. Have you actually been or seen anyone try to recruit from WWE or AEW to any of the shows that you've been to, local shows?
No.
No.
No. The closest thing I've got to that is I've had a match with someone that trains at the dungeon. That's the closest thing I've got to it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What do you do outside of wrestling currently? Right.
Honestly, not much. I'll look after me dogs, play Xbox, as the usual stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Usually have a whole list of questions here. What has been your most famous or favorite match that you've done?
Most famous or favorite?
Favorite.
My favorite match. I've got two that comes to mind.
Okay.
There's a guy called Spawn, the Lalic Nightmare Spawn. We started training together, and any time I faced him, it's been amazing. At least for me, I believe. I loved it. But we had a Christmas show in an old promotion. The match might not have been that great, but that was my first time facing him, and that'll always be up there with one of my favourite matches. And then finally, Spawn's dad or father, Dagon, we had a match down Firestar. A week after we all had a match at our promotion, we had another match, and it was my first time travelling so far. And that match, it was our last time facing each other because he's just retired.
Yeah.
And that everything about that match meant a lot. Like, him choosing me to be a replacement opponent for him meant a lot. And just like the story of how it all came about, you know, I'm scared of tight spaces. I forgot the name. Claustrophobia. I've got really bad claustrophobia, and he didn't tell us what match type it was until we were outside the venue, where he would tell us that it was a body bag match. So I had like no way out. But that match is definitely one of my favourite matches in recent memory.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with a guy named Danny K. But he is spamming the comment section right now. Do you have anything to say about him or to him at this moment?
I don't know.
You don't
What's
know?
he called? Sorry?
Do what?
No, I don't.
Daniel J. Baldwin?
What's his name? Oh, yes, I know, I do. Daniel James Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a media guy, our general manager.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So yeah, he's just tagging all these different promotions, and he said they would like to see Alfie Jackson versus Den K 1v1 as well. So I'm just checking all that out right now. Yeah. So you're from the UK. It is currently 1:22 right now. What time is it there?
It's currently 23 minutes past 7 at night.
Oh wow. Wow. That's pretty late, to be honest. Yeah. Um, let's see. And it's kind of apparent or kind of clear that you're an up and comer. You know.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you want newer promotions or American promotions to know about who you are or your character?
Honestly, this might sound weird to hear coming from a wrestler, but I don't think there's that many new promotions that I want to work at. You know, like, I'm very settled where I'm at now. Like, IWF, I've never worked a promotion which is like this. You know, we all came from another promotion that has a bad name, and we all worked to make IWF happen. And which was a little idea turned into a reality, and the reality has turned out way better than any of us can imagine. I'm very prideful at where I'm at now.
Okay.
Over the past few years.
Okay.
But I suppose I'd like to make more appearances for Dropkick if I'd hopes to appear there more in Firestar.
Right. Do you think that IWF would ever get as big as probably the UK's version of WWE or anything like that?
Honestly, you never know. We've only been going for a year, and our
Wow.
fan base at the minute is huge. So if
Yeah.
that's the fan base we can create in a year, the sky's the limit with the future. You know,
Yeah.
we've got some of the best young wrestlers in the country. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
We've got a Polish guy named Jakub, like 14, 15, and the stuff he can do is unbelievable. You'd have to look twice. And yeah, just I believe anyone could do it if they put the mind to it and if they have a good head on themselves, which luckily IWF does. So who knows? Who knows? I believe. I don't know if you've ever heard of a promotion called North Wrestling.
No.
It's probably like the biggest promotion in the northeast of England. But I'd like to see us one day battling them for their top spot
Okay.
because they're a huge promotion. They can create some great matches and got some amazing people there. But yeah, for now, we're on the rise and we're doing exceptionally well.
That's great. It's great to hear. Um, is there any big difference between American style wrestling and European wrestling that you know of?
Um, see, I don't think I'm a good person to answer that because, like, I only really watch, unlike American wrestling, really, I've only watched, like, the big stuff like AEW, TNA,
Yeah.
WWE. I've watched a few funny backyard wrestling matches, but that's it.
Okay.
So I don't really. I believe that the UK actually, yeah, I'll change my answer. The British wrestling focuses more on technique and technical wrestling
Yeah.
compared to American.
Yeah.
So like you've seen the likes of William Regal, Fit Finlay,
Yeah.
like they are heavy hitters and they'll tie you up in ways that you can't imagine. And that's a way at least the wrestling skills that I've been to. That's something that we do get drilled into us, the technical side of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also believe we hit a lot harder than the American.
Well, that's good. It's good to know. Um, is there anything else that we need to know about Alfie Jackson? Where'd you get the name from?
Uh, so last year uh, I be, when I walked from that promotion, I didn't want to continue using that character because I wanted to make sure everything about me and that promotion were gone. I wanted it to be completely separate from my old gimmick. And
Yeah.
Alfie Jaxsyn, AJ, is my initials. Alfie was the first name of my old gimmick, actually. And I think it matches so well with my actual name. And Jackson is just, I don't know, I had a list of names wrote down on my phone. And I liked how I could make Jackson a little bit unique with my spelling of it.
Yeah.
And also, next door, their son's called Jackson, and he loves wrestling. So it's kind of like a nod to him, but it's also AJ still. So to me, but yeah, I like how unique the spelling of Jackson is.
That's good. And how many championships have you won?
I have won, I believe, three in my life. Three in total. I've had multiple reigns, but I was part of the Detriment, which used to be my old team. We won the Regal Duos, which is our tag team championships, on our very first show. And in the last promotion, I won the 24/7 championship umpteen times. I think it was like 6 or 7. And then I won Carnage, which is a hardcore championship. I won that once.
Okay. And have there been any shows or promotions that you've main evented before?
The 100% would have been. Just I've got terrible memory. Um, I haven't main evented IWF yet, but I'll get there one day. Uh, the last promotion, I'm not going to say the name, so I will just refer to them as a promotion. I've main evented there a few times, but not that many.
Yeah.
I've never been a top. I've never been a top carder. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
never been at main event level.
Okay. Um, let's see. So it's clear that between these other promotions, the last promotion that you were in before IWF was really the relationship between y'all were very strenuous.
Yeah.
And things to where they did not mesh with your personality and you did not agree with them on some things. Was there any kind of storyline or any kind of match decision previously or anywhere that you kind of disagreed with, or you had to tell the promoter, hey, I don't really agree with this going with my character. Let's try to discuss on how we can change it up or anything like that?
No. Obviously, first of all, I don't want to speak too much on the last promotion because
Yeah.
I know for a fact I'll get dragged online and IWF will end up getting brought into it, and that's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't believe there has been. Luckily, IWF, the people know their owners, Joe and John.
Yeah.
They have such a great sense of ideas and creative ideas, but then also it's not. It's sometimes down to us as well. We have our own creative freedom in some sense. Like, we know what our character would do and like what we could add, and we didn't need to ask permission. But I mean, decisions like titles and that, I've never really argued because they've never done wrong by us, and
Yeah.
I trust them with everything.
Okay. Great answer. Um, so, yeah. Um, did you ever have any kind of backlash from family or friends about you training at all?
No.
No.
In fact, I didn't want to start training.
Okay.
I've loved wrestling since I was a kid, but I've never been a fan of the local shows, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was going through a rough patch in my teenage years, and my dad signed us up. My dad got in contact with a local wrestling school, and he took us to one, and I fell in love with it there and then. So, not really any backlash. A lot of my family supported,
Yeah.
and if there's some family that hasn't supported, they haven't told me, so I don't know.
Okay.
But my family are like close knit,
That's good.
and like they'll support us no matter what I decide to do. So yeah, no backlash whatsoever.
That's good. That's good. And of course, the last topic that we're going to talk about is the topic that all wrestlers, all wrestling fans hate to be asked. We just have to ask this question because it's the most asked question throughout. Is
Mount
why
Rushmore.
do it?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask a Mount Rushmore question.
Do it?
The Mount Rushmore. I thought you were going to ask that.
Oh, who is your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Um, oh, I have arguments about it all the time. Uh, I'm going to put AJ Styles up there
Okay.
because he's sick. I feel like I've got to put Sting, specifically Joker Sting for me at least.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna get such harassment. Uh, for the heel work, I'll put Randy Orton. How many is
Yeah.
there on Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5?
Four. Four.
So I've got one more.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker, because Undertaker / John Cena, because everybody in the world pretty much knows either the Undertaker or John Cena, even non-wrestling fans.
Yeah. Well, you could probably say the same thing about Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan as well, if you think about it. So,
Yeah, but he's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, the question that I was about to ask was, why should we love wrestling, and why do you love wrestling, and why should we care that it's kayfabe or um, I don't like using that dreaded F word. So, why should
Yeah,
we love wrestling, and why should we care if it is kayfabe? If
I think the main part of wrestling I love is how it brings people together,
yeah,
and the amount of people that I've met through wrestling that are exceptionally great, people that I now consider me family,
yeah,
is just unbelievable. And then the case flip side of it is, I like it. In fact, I dare say I love it when the lines are blurred between kayfabe and real life. And if you can do that, then that's more of a reason to get people to like wrestling and the stories and the characters.
yeah,
Wrestling is a place for everyone. Whether you like the supernatural stuff, you like comedy, you like romantical stuff.
yeah,
Uh, there's literally a spot for every single type of personality within wrestling. I think it's one of the few places where, no matter who you are, you can go to wrestling and be yourself and not get judged.
yeah, yeah. That seems to be very true on all aspects of wrestling. That we always love to hear, especially from current wrestlers. We always enjoy to hear different sides and opinions on that. Some guests on here have actually gone off on that. Um, I know one of them actually went off and had actually lost connection at one time. Well, asked them the question and thought that they actually disconnected the call, but turns out that they had actually their battery had conveniently died at that time, and then they came back and said, do you want to keep it like that, or do you want us to go ahead and I just said, just come on back and we'll discuss it at that time. So, yeah, that's really and truly one of the best answers that we've gotten on the show so far in regards to that question. I personally hate asking that question, but it's one of the most voted questions to ask on the show to actually mention for it. Do you have any catchphrases or closing statements or anything?
I do not know.
Okay. All right. So, yes, this has been the Jazzy Raid, also known as Jeremy Joe Guillory. That has been Alfie Jackson. Please like, share, follow if you're on Facebook, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you, and goodbye and good night from UK.